Okay, guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a very quick video, and again, this video is for the TI community. I want to. I made a description of all the herbs that I used in the herbal bath, and again, this herbal bath is it's very cheap, and it's very extremely effective. And all these herbs you can get in your local grocery store. Now, I got fresh dried herbs. Okay, so not herbal salt, not the salts, not the powder. It's the fresh dried herbs. I made a list of all of them and I put them in the description box. Okay. The second thing I would like to speak about, is I just want to say the majority of the comments have been very positive, and people who are victims in this, in these just crazy evil programs. The majority of the comments have been very positive and very constructive. A lot of people have been reaching out to me, and I just want to go back for a second. I made a video with regarding someone who wanted me to refer them to people. I am so sorry that it took me this long to make another video, but apart from this nightmare, I have a life, okay? And I'm making this clear because the majority of people do understand that I have a life outside of this, okay? And I am intent on living my life to the fullest. This program, whatever the hell it is, does not define who I am. I define who I am. I don't care who's behind this program. I don't care who's doing it. No one is going to define who I am. I define my life, and I am choosing to live and enjoy my life every single day as much as I can. Now, to go back to the video that I made last, and I had to pull that video because I received a phone call from the person, and I am not going to go into too much detail, but I was told, pull the video down, okay? The person initially said they could do it. Then when I did it, I started referring people. People did start to contact her. She did help a lot of people. A lot of people contacted her. She did help a lot of people. This is something I'd like to say. I said very clearly in the video, I said, if she is helping you, people, you have to understand that people's time and energy, okay, is not free. If someone, this is just basic for people to understand. A person's time and energy is not free, okay? We're not living, the United States is not a place where time and energy is like a tropical island where you can give up your time and it's not going to cost you anything. I made it very clear to you. I made it very clear to everyone in the video. This person, out of their own volition, wanted to help, okay? And I said, I'm going to refer you to this person. And if this person helps you in any way, please consider helping them. Now, many people who saw my video contacted her, but none had the just the conscience to say, let me reciprocate. And I made it very clear the areas in which, and you see, this is what makes it difficult for people to even engage this community. Okay, it makes it very difficult for people to engage this community, not because these things aren't happening, but because basic, simple protocol victims cannot follow. Basic, simple protocols victims cannot follow. Guys, how do you expect to get your case into a court and you cannot follow basic, simple protocols? I made it very clear in the video. This person would help And if this person helps you, it is not for free. I asked, please reciprocate in kind. Okay, this was not a person I was referring you to who I know could not help and didn't have the resources. And many people went, got the counseling they needed to get, got the direction that they needed to get, and didn't even consider, hey, what's this person's life? Are there any needs in this person's life? How can this person spend this amount of time in this situation and it not have an impact on them? That's the first thing. So I was told, pull the video, and I pulled it. And I'm asking that from now on, no one contact that person. Basic, simple protocol. Do not contact Melinda from me again. Do not. Because people cannot understand basic, simple protocol. Okay, I said before, and I'm going to say it again. This person has the ability to assist in more ways than one. If this person helps you, reciprocate in kind. She received an exponential amount of people reaching out for help, and not one person considered and said, how can I help you? And actually acted upon it. So I'm making this video now and I'm saying, do not contact Melinda again, and do not contact her saying that I referred you. Okay? The second thing, I want to commend most of the victims, because most of the real victims who are going through this were very empathetic, sympathetic, and they understand where I'm coming from with the videos. Now, my videos does not encompass the entire scope of this program. This program, first of all, is worldwide. Second of all, it's happening to millions of people, and it's happening differently in different ways to millions of people. So my help and my solution is not going to cover the entire gamut of how this program works. Now, some of the things that I was facing were demanding that I give them my email address and asking, okay, do you know any referrals that I can refer you to? And I explained to them, I said, look, I am sending you, if I'm going to refer you, I have to let you know you're dealing with professional people. So you have to be professional. Okay? And if I'm referring you to professional people, I said, these professional people are going to do background checks. It's standard in how they operate. Okay? And what I encountered, well, for the most part, most of the people were respectful and sincere, but there were a few that I thought was a little bit too aggressive. Now, I understand there's a lot of skepticism, in this community with people. Is this person real? Is this person fake? Let me explain something to you. I do not have to prove to anyone what I have been through in this program. I know that I am in this program and I have the necessary proof to prove that this has been done to me. Now, some of you know that you're in the program and don't have the proof to prove that you're a victim of this program, and you need to get to a place where you need the proof. And in order for you to get to a place where you need the proof, you need professionals. And this is something I wanted to spend my time. I wanted to write a book, but I just don't have the time. I wanted to write a book, and that book was basically not a book, but more like a booklet. Basically, it was protocols of professional conduct for victims in this program. Okay? Let me explain to you, victims, why this program is so successful. It is not just successful because of psychological warfare, because that's what this program is and does. It is not just because of perception warfare, because that's how this program works. It works on psychological warfare and it works on perception warfare. But apart from psychological and perception warfare, when you're able to overcome successfully these two types of weapons, okay, invisible weapons assaults on you against the mind and against your own way of thinking and your own way of seeing things. When you're able to actually overcome this, there is a third step in the way you conduct yourself. And that step pertains to credibility, okay? Because the psychological warfare and the perception warfare, the goals of it are to destroy your credibility. And when you're dealing with professional people who want to help, you have to be professional. You have to be able to follow protocol. You have to be able to make decisive decisions that, because they will watch you. They want to be able to say, what level of a target this person is. How much of this program has caused them to become mentally insane. Because that's one of the goals of this program, to change the person's psyche and to alter their perception, to get them to a place where they become mentally insane and then they self-destruct. So when you're dealing with professional people, now I made the decision to make these videos. When you're dealing with professional people, you have to be professional. Why? Because they are watching for every indicator to say whether or not this person is genuine. They have to, people. And whether or not, even if this person is genuine, whether they are stable, okay, whether they are mentally stable to deal with. How far along has this program gotten to them that their psyche and their perception is being destroyed? This is why I make the kinds of videos that I make. I don't make the kinds of videos telling you how the program works. You have enough experts to tell you how this program works, and you have enough data dumping to let you know that everything you are going through is real. The kinds of videos that I make is to allow the individual to reclaim as much of their stability, their perception, and their psyche as possible. This is why I always encourage activities for daily living. This is why I always encourage things like a health protocol. This is why I always do videos on things that are stable and uplifting and normal. Because I know that this program works to destroy the individual's perception of what is reality. I'm going to make something very clear to victims. I am not going to prove to any of you I'm a victim. I am not, because I don't have to. I know what was done to me. I know what I go through daily. I know the challenges and the encounters that I face, and I am working to deal with it on my own terms and deal with it in a manner that is sane. Okay? I wanted to write a small booklet Because one of the reasons why I did not want to engage this community is because, not because it's infiltrated by many perps. That's one of the reasons. But every community is infiltrated by, has infiltration done on them. Even if it, whatever you decide to do, even if you're going into business or whatever, everything gets infiltrated, right? But the reason why I wanted to write a small booklet about the protocols and behavior and conduct of a person, public conduct of a person who's going through this program, is because it will set a standard for how this person should behave. It doesn't mean you don't go out and dance. It doesn't mean you don't go out and have a good time. It doesn't mean you don't go out and enjoy your life. What I'm saying is there is a way in which you ought to engage people. Okay? Demanding them tell you certain things is not one of them. Okay? Demanding, and if you don't get what you want, then you become whoever. If someone is assisting you with their valuable time, their valuable effort, and their education, what is the proper conduct for such behavior? Time and energy is not free. This young lady spent hours on the phone counseling people that I referred. Hours. And not one offered to assist. And this person is certified in the scientific field to prove whether or not you're a victim. Yes, people. This person that I referred you to is not just someone I just sent you to. This person is an expert in this field. That is who I referred victims to. And many went there. And this person counseled them. And not one stopped to say, how can I assist this person? Is there anything this person needs for helping me? And this person can prove. There's a difference when you speculate that this is going on. But you cannot go to court on speculation. You need burden of proof. And I sent you to someone who could provide you the burden of proof and evidence that's admissible in court. So I will not be doing that again. I will not. The second thing is, and I'm going to reiterate, I am not going to prove to any of you that I'm a victim in this program. I am not going to refer anyone, okay, to anyone. Not going to do it again. And I know some of you will say, oh, because of the conduct of a few of them, we all get this. No. It will not be done until people can sign agreements for codes of conduct. Okay? It will not be done for codes of conduct because I am not a humanitarian. Okay? I am not a humanitarian. I said to myself, I am getting better and I recovered 99%. And I should share this with victims. But at the same time, I should not be sharing to victims who don't consider their actions and don't consider when I share things with them that they should act and respond in a certain way. And this is not the majority of victims. The majority of victims who have listened to my video have been excellent. This is just for few. The problem is that few can cause a lot of problems. Okay? So this is the reason why I think it is high time, and I just don't have the time to do it. But one of the things I had in mind was a code of conduct for victims of this program. Okay? It is not just I'm a victim in this program. People need to have a code of conduct that they follow. Guys, if you cannot be professional on this level, okay, when you get to the next level where you prove these things are happening and you have to go into court of law, okay? Now, I'm not talking about what you do in your personal life, what you say in your personal life, but I'm saying when you're engaging with professional people, okay, you have to have a code of conduct. You have to be able to follow, basic protocols. You have to, for the security of yourself and for the security of other people. When you get to the level where you can prove this is happening, okay, not mere speculation. I am already past the threshold of speculation. I am in the area where it is proven this is happening. Okay? There's a difference because you cannot go to court on mere speculation. You have to have burden of proof. There is a conduct that you have to have when dealing with professionals. Just the same as when you're in this program, there are things you can and can't say to the police. There are things you can and can't say to the medical professionals. There are things you can and can't say to people in psychiatry and psychology. And most of you get it. But there are some of you who do not get it. And this is not a scolding video because the majority of you were very respectful. But this is to the few who I thought went a little bit too far. Okay? Now, I'm not here for that, but I just wanted you to know that. So from henceforth, if I get the time, this is something that I'm very serious about doing. Henceforth, one of the things I want to do is I think that it is important for victims of this program to have a booklet of codes of conduct. Whether that code of conduct is dealing with medical staff, psychiatry, your family, professionals, whatever it is, victims of this program need to get a code of conduct. I don't care if you believe the aliens are doing it, because there are some who believe the aliens are doing it, okay? There are some who believe it's the military. There are some who believe it's the law enforcement that's doing it. There are some believe it's their neighbors. Whatever it is, there needs to be a code of conduct. Because one of the ways you get discredited, okay, one of the ways in which you get discredited, people, is if you have no code of conduct. I'm not saying don't go out, drink, have a good time, enjoy it. No, that's human. I'm saying your interactions with how you deal with people. Okay? Remember, I'm doing this of my own free volition. You cannot demand stuff from me. Okay? And if I feel like people are demanding stuff from me, I'm cutting you off. And I'm not losing sleep about it because I'm not here to prove to you I'm a victim. I've already proven to myself that I know I'm in this program. I don't need to prove it to you. You have to get to where I am. Okay? Now, I don't want it to sound like a scolding match because that's not what it's here for. The last thing I wanted to speak about was, because I pulled that video, the list of herbs that was in that video for the herbal bath. And guys, you really should consider doing this herbal bath because it is really, 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 really powerful. Okay, I listed all the herbs at the bottom in the section below. In the more section, you just click it open. It's down there. The list of herbs. It's very simple. You just fill your tub up with some hot water like you're taking a bath. You take these herbs, you put it into a huge pot, you boil it till it's black, you strain the herbs out of it, and then you pour the herbal water into the bath, and you just sink into that bath for like 30 minutes. You do it in like a normal bath, you scrub your body and this and that and the other. Look. Okay? All right, you will see a difference. You literally will see a difference. Okay? So that's what I wanted to say. And I wanted to say to victims, don't give up. Don't give up. We know the community. We know it's infiltrated. But I think at this stage, what has to happen is, if this community is to be taken seriously, there has to be protocols. You didn't get into this program without someone creating a protocol of how this program should operate. So one of the things I think is important for this program is that there is a protocol, okay? A protocol, not just who's doing it, because most are focused on who's doing it, but a code of conduct, okay, as a victim in this program. And that will be very easy for you to see who's really a victim and who's not, because a person who's not a real victim are not going to be able to follow all the codes of conduct. See, it makes time a lot easier, right? So these are things that I wanted you to know. So this is not a video to berate anyone. This is just a video to let you know that a person's time and energy. Listen, counseling people who's going through this is not easy, people. Some of the horrific things they have done to people, it only can constitute as war crimes. And that is the honest truth. The things they have done to people would be classified as war crimes under Nuremberg. Okay? So counseling people who have had psychological warfare done on them for X amount of years, or perception warfare done on them, or public warfare, I encountered all of it. It was psychological warfare, perception warfare, directed energy weapons, public humiliation, slander campaign. I encountered the worst, and on top of that, my eye was talking, and my left stomach was talking, my chest was talking, and my ears were speaking as well. They were speaking through my eyes, my ears, my chest, and my stomach. Can you imagine? My left eye, left ear, chest, and stomach. They were literally, you could literally hear them speaking through my stomach. I mean, it's that ridiculous. I went through the whole gamut of this program, all of it. And I can tell you this, there needs to be codes of conduct. And victims, if you are to be taken seriously, okay, if you are to be taken seriously, you have to know how to deal with professionals. And always remember, time and energy is not free. No one is going to be counseling you for 3 and 4 hours for nothing. Okay? For nothing. Okay? So the herbs are at the bottom. Okay? The herbs are at the bottom. Please avail yourself of these herbs. Get these herbs. Anyone who started taking the Senna protocol, there's a few things I want to say. First thing is, when you take Senna pot at night, okay, the next morning after your body begins to detox, because I'm telling you, your body is going to just like pull all of it. When your body begins to detox the next day, okay, my advice to you is don't go and eat some fried bacon and eggs, okay? Give your stomach time, because the scientists, this is not me, scientists have discovered that the human stomach acts like a second brain. Let that sink in. The human stomach acts like a second brain. So think of how important it is to keep your stomach healthy. Okay? Keep your stomach healthy. So my advice to you is, after you take the center part, don't eat something like bacon, egg, and ham and cheese and animal byproducts. Give your stomach a break. Okay? You can start the day off with like a smoothie and make sure you put your multivitamins and your minerals in it. Multivitamins and minerals, and you slurp it down in the morning. Give your stomach a break, okay, for like a couple days. Then you could begin to transition back to how your normal way of eating, which I don't agree with, but whatever, it's your choice, right? Also, you could take the center part like every Friday night, okay? You could do it for like 3 weeks, you stop a week. Or you could do for like a month. If you do for like once a week for like a month, my advice is give your stomach a break for another month. Okay, so that on and off cycle. Okay, make sure when you cleanse yourself, make sure you replenish your body with herbs, with vitamins and minerals. Okay, make sure you replenish your system with minerals and vitamins. Okay, not the tablets, because those cannot be absorbed. They just go down into the sewer. Either it's powder or it's liquid. And make sure that you're getting, when you buy the liquid formula or the powder formula, you're getting your daily dosage of what your body needs based upon, your BMI, your body mass index or whatever have you, right? Okay, so guys, and again, and on a positive side, get out there. Who cares if they're going to say anything about you? People are going to say whatever they want to say anyway. Get out there, live and enjoy your life. I do it every single day. I get perks. I get people because they believe that the slander campaign. Guys, I was humiliated globally, okay? I wasn't humiliated just in the United States. They tried to humiliate me globally, okay? So if I were to travel from this country to another country, they know who I am. And there are people there who believe their bullshit and their lies because they came from the media. It's like when they go after celebrities, like, I'm not saying Bill Cosby is innocent or guilty. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, whenever they go after celebrities or they want to get rid of a celebrity, they launch a negative public campaign against them and they humiliate them. I've been through it. Okay, and mine was not national, mine was global. Okay, I'm the one with the talking eye. Whenever I speak to someone, they begin to project stuff through my left eye. Okay, they do all these things. So I know and I understand. Okay, I know and I understand. But I am not one of those people who's going to focus on, oh my God, they did this to me and they did this to me and they did this to me. And then 20 years later, you've lost your life. You didn't live. 20 years later, you've lost your life. You haven't lived. They have you running on a treadmill. If you're going to focus on this program, many of you have spent the time and energy to understand what they were doing to you. Now you have to change that and spend your time and your energy on solutions. Okay? So that's my advice to you. I want you to have a wonderful day. This was not to berate anyone. This was not to pull down anyone, but this is to let you know I have boundaries. Okay? And these are my boundaries. Okay? I am not referring anyone to anyone again. I'm not going to do it. My second boundary is, when you contact me, you do not demand that I give you information. That you wait until I offer you that information. You do not demand of me to give you my personal information. Doesn't work like that. Okay? And I will cut you off. Okay? I don't even ask, don't even question. I'll cut you off. Okay? And I don't care what you say. I have boundaries. Okay? So these are my boundaries. Third, this community needs a protocol. They need you were not put into this program without a written agenda. Okay? That much I'll let you know. Okay? You were not put into this program without there being a written agenda of how this program works. Therefore, what has to happen is victims in this program need a written code of conduct. We already know who's doing it. We already know this program exists. We know there are people who are winning court cases. And also, people are always asking me, what are the court cases? Guys, I always say to you, if you do your homework, if you spend your time doing your homework and your research, you will find people who have taken these bastards to court and won, and they settle. Just like I did my homework and found it, you can do your homework and find it. Okay? Do your homework. So instead of focusing on just how this program works, spend time getting the tailor-made solutions that you need. Remember, it's millions of people in this program, and it doesn't work the same way for everyone. This is why it's easy to label victims as insane, because they tailored it in a way that it doesn't work the same way for every individual, right? Also, if this was a written agenda, don't think for 1 second this wasn't a written agenda, this program. You got to write out how this program works, okay? There's data being collected on the victims, okay? So don't think it's just, oh, they're just writing this out and they're just randomly. No. These people are not random at all, okay? They're very precise. They're very concise, okay? This is a program that has been written, outlined, and being orchestrated. So again, this community needs a written protocol of conduct. Okay, not just who's doing it, not just solutions, but victims need a binding code of conduct, because it would help differentiate who is genuine from who's not genuine. And the level, not just who's genuine, but the level in the programming that the person is. Because some people, because of the level and the escalation that was done to them, they lost their minds. And you cannot work with them because they are mentally unstable. There are people that they've successfully driven to insanity. And even though they have a proven case, because they have been driven to insanity, you can't work with them. So it's imperative that this community gets a written protocol of conduct, okay? So don't think the people who orchestrated this program don't have a written protocol. Don't think they're not data mining and data collecting. Don't think they're not grouping and linking and extrapolating and inputting and all these things that are going on, okay? So if they're doing that, then what should you be doing? You shouldn't just be learning about how this program works. You have to know solutions to get out, and there has to be a protocol of conduct, okay? So this video is not to berate anyone. It is just to let you know my boundaries and my parameters. If people stop watching, I don't care. I will not prove to anyone that I don't feel the need to prove that I'm a victim. I've already passed the stage where it's not, this is not speculation anymore. I've already passed that stage, okay? I've already proven to me that I can no longer speculate that I have been abducted into this program, okay? I have proven it, okay? So guys, I want you to get to where I am, where you can prove it and you have what you need to do what you need to do to get to where you need to get to. This community needs a serious protocol. Okay? So have a wonderful day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and have a great, great day. And guys, the reason why I cannot make videos, and I'm not making videos a lot, is because I have a life. You know, I said to you guys, I will not let this deter me. I don't give a damn. I will not let this deter me. Okay? I am going to live and enjoy my life. I don't care. This is my life and I'm living it. Okay? So you have a great day. Have a wonderful day. And I hope that this video, even though it's a little bit strict, I had to do it. But I hope it lets people understand that you have to have boundaries. Okay? Especially with people, victims in this program. You have to have boundaries when dealing with people. And people have to understand it's a give and take. It's not a, give, and you take. That's not cutting it. Okay? And thirdly, people, victims, you got to know how to conduct yourself and follow basic orders and protocols. Okay? If you can't do that, no one is going to put their neck on the line for you in a courtroom. Okay? No one is going to put their neck on the line for you in a courtroom if you cannot follow basic procedures. I'm telling you, this is how it is. When you go from speculation to begin to prove this shit, your conduct is important. I'm just letting you know. Do your homework. You get the information that you need to prove that this is happening to you. And I believe you because I know this program is real. Okay? Have a wonderful day. Have a great day. Okay? Love you. Peace out.